Maybe this will fix it. Maybe this will fix it. I am sorry about this. I am sorry about this. Maybe this will fix it. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I have them calling me over Skype so you guys can still hear them. But anyway, like I was saying, this is something that I'm new that I'm trying on my channel. It's a way of me saying thank you. Maybe this may inspire you guys, some of you guys to get your own YouTube channels. Like I said, this is this is him here. What else? Okay, this is my phone ringing now. Okay, hello?
Hey, what's up?
All right. This sounds much better. Now, we're gonna start over a little bit. I'm asking you, like I said, last generation you had the PS3, you had the 360, right?
That's right.
All right. Now this sounds much better. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, about the horrible echoing. Okay, you had a PS3, you had a 360. Now, this generation, you pre-ordered your Xbox One at launch. You said a lot of your friends were there. Now, did it bother you about all of the DRM, about the stuff about DRM?
Not really. A little bit at first, but I get over it pretty fast.
Okay. So why did it bother you about the DRM? Talk to me.
Oh, the fact that I couldn't let my friend borrow a game was kind of iffy at first, but I just thought if they wanted to play the game, I'll just have to buy it.
Okay. All right. Now here's the thing. I got a lot of flack from this because I was probably one of their strongest supporters when it came to DRM because I looked at the big picture. Because no other business in the world is it like this. Not only is Activision competing against Ubisoft, competing against EA, they're also competing against the store that's selling their merchandise. They're also, you know, EA is banging out with Activision, trying to get you to buy their version of Call of Duty, and EA is trying to get you to buy Battlefield. And here's GameStop going to sell you either Call of Duty or Battlefield that's going to undercut them by $5 or $10, and that company doesn't get a dime. You know what I mean? Yeah. I look at it like this, and what Microsoft was doing, this is something that the developers asked for. You know, everybody said they talk about we're going to PC because it's cheaper. Everybody wants those Steam-like sales, but you know, there is no used game secondhand trade stuff when it comes to PC. That's why you're able to get these, you know, great, you know, multi-plats for $15, $20, because it's something into the developer. They're cutting out the middleman. They don't have to pay tag. They don't have to pay store fees, stocking fees, none of that stuff. They can deal directly with the customers. And like I said, there is no secondhand trade stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, I get it. I see the big picture. You know, we have lost so many developers. We have lost so many developers since the start of. Since last generation. Atari's gone. Midway is gone. THQ is gone. Yeah. The motherfuckers that just the people. If this kind of eye open to you, the people that did Murder Soul Suspect, they released the game on Tuesday. Come following the following Friday, the doors were closed. The people that did L.A. Noire, Rockstar published it, but they didn't make it. Another company called Bundy, whatever. They're going belly up. Like I said, these games cost millions of dollars to make. And even with far as with Sony, when he's saying that we would not charge for used games, you guys had to look at the wording there. We would not charge. But they said if third party wanted to charge, there's nothing that we can do about that. You know what I mean? Which is the truth. In a sense, it wasn't the fact that Microsoft said you couldn't trade your games. Is that when you went to GameStop to trade in your games, the developers got a piece. You know what I mean? And then, you know, GameStop got a piece. Think, you know, GameStop, honestly, these stores are ripping us off. We paid $65 for this game. You beat the game in a week, you take it back, they're going to give you $15 to $20 for it, and then they're going to turn around and sell it for $55. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if you guys don't see that, like, you know, I don't know what the hell. And this is Microsoft said you couldn't trade your game. It said that when you did trade your games, you know, that you had to give back some of the money to the developers. But just think about it in the grand scheme of things. there was no way in hell, and I've been saying this since day one, that Ubisoft is going to protect their $75 million investment on the Xbox One and not do the same thing on the PlayStation 4. It's not happening. You know what I mean? It's not happening. We all like these big blockbuster games, you know, bigger and better than ever. But like I said, it costs money. You know, it's not like before when you take a game, you make a game, it's $200,000 or $300,000, and you put it out. That's it. These games are even supported after their release. Patches.
I buy all my games digital anyway.
Yeah, you know, a lot of my games I buy digital also. But like I said, I think Microsoft message got lost in translation. What they should have done, they should have, you know, showed people the pros, and it kind of should have had a better front man and explained the, how should I say, the you know, the advantage of going digital. Instead, and listen, I'm just in the same token, I don't see why digital games should cost me $65. I'm not getting the box, I'm not getting this stuff, but we're just doing with digital here. Now, I don't think digital games should be $65. I think they should all be $45 or something. You know, you know, and don't get me wrong, I'm gonna say this. Now, I do understand that some places in the country have data caps, like Crap Gamer, he has a data cap. So him going digital is kind of like out of the, you know, he has a cap. You know what I mean? But for those that can go digital and have the speed to support it, it should be, you know, some advantages there. You know what I mean? Make the game $15 cheaper. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So I didn't, you know, I didn't really care about, you know, the DRM. It didn't bother me. I like the fact that all I had to do was put the game in one time and download to the, because both the Xbox One and the PS4 are x86. And if you're wondering why you have to install your games, it's the same way with PCs. The same thing. When you put a program into your PC, you have to install it, download it, and then you can go ahead and use it. It's the same thing with these consoles. You know what I mean? x86 architecture. I wish they would have gave us bigger hard drives. They gave us at least 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte hard drives.
I had to go buy an external hard drive.
Yeah, we did too. Now I'm kind of upset that Microsoft and Sony skimped out on the hard drive. They should at least give us 1 terabyte or 2. You know what I mean? But that's again
that price point, right? So
yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, that's neither here or there though. But you know, and like I said, guys, if you're watching this show now, I do apologize for the. My face is froze here. I don't know what the hell's going on. I do apologize for the crappy audio at the beginning of the thing. But anyway, as I was saying, like I said, it is what it is, and I do apologize for that. So you got the Xbox One because you're friendly. Now, how do you enjoy? Are you enjoying the Xbox One? Do you have a PlayStation 4? First of all, do you have a PlayStation 4?
I do not. No.
Okay. All right. Or do you have plans on getting a PlayStation 4?
I am going to get one probably next year or so when some games come up for it.
So there's nothing right now on the PS4 that really interests you.
Not really, no.
Okay. All right.
Uncharted 4 looks good, but that's not till the end of the year. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're an Xbox dude, I take. So what has you most hyped? What has you most stoked about the Xbox One? Something that's out now, or something that may came out in the future? What has you so gung ho about the Xbox One?
Halo 5 has me really excited. I'm playing the beta right now, and I'm really enjoying that. It's fast paced, it feels fresh, and it's nice.
Okay, so is Darth VADAR360? That's your gamer tag?
That's right. Yeah.
So you mind if the audience asks you and play with you?
No, I don't care. More the merrier.
Okay, all right.
I'm always online playing. So.
Okay, you see his name in the title, Darth VADAR360. You guys are watching. You know, send him an invite. That's what's up. So okay, now the Xbox when you got it, what made, besides your friends, what was the deciding factor for you to say, you know what, I gotta get me an Xbox, the PS4 can wait? What was it?
Just I wanted to get on board with all the new games coming out and have a new system. It was exciting at the time, so yeah, I couldn't wait to upgrade.
You know, you're like me. There's nothing like getting a new system. Like I always say, I'm a faggot that loves gadgets. I gotta get something new. I like that. You know, the big rumor now, well, not really big rumor, but they were saying that heavy speculation that if Sony does, you know, is still here, you know, there's no secret that Sony's having financial issues. You know, and again, I'm gonna say this: it doesn't do my heart any good to see Sony go the way of Dreamcast. Like I said, competition is good for everyone.
Competition makes gaming better.
Yeah, yes, it does. Microsoft and Sony both have to go out there and lobby for $1. At the end of the day, it's the consumer who wins. Now, with that being, you was all about the games. So, what's your best feature about the Xbox One that you love?
I like the functionality of it. If I want to switch from Far Cry 4 and watch TV, if I want to do a Skype call, you can do everything seamlessly, and it just works well.
Mm-hmm.
I love how.
Okay, I'm still listening to you. You got the floor. What else to say, bro?
I was just gonna say I love how it works, and just excited for the new features that are coming.
Okay, now, all right. So what about the controller? Are you in love with the new controller? Because a lot of people didn't like it at first. It was slightly different than the 360. How do you feel about the new controller?
I like the controller. I wish the left bumper and right bumper were more like the 360s.
Mm-hmm. More defined, right? You know, yeah. You know what? If I would say, not to cut you off, if I did have one complaint about the Xbox One controller, and it would be the bumpers. Don't get me wrong, I'm used to them now, but they feel like they're part of the controller, like they don't stand out like they're buttons on their own. If I had, you know, but I'm loving the rumble in the triggers. I'm loving that, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
You know,
even the new trigger feels good, man.
Yes, I'm loving the analog sticks. You know, as like I said, it's awesome controller shit. They said Microsoft spent I think it was something like $100 or $150 million developing the Xbox One controller.
Well, they spent $2 billion in development for the console. So
yeah, they did. You know what? But you know what, bro? Darth Vader. Let me say it like this, man. At the end of the day, I was one of the few out here. If you've been watching my channel from that one, I'm not saying that I'm psychic or anything like that. I'm not claiming to be an industry insider, even though I do have some friends of mine that they really are friends of mine that I've met since I've been doing YouTube. I have a friend that works at Game Informer. I have another friend that works at Ubisoft, and I have another a friend that I know that works at another magazine. It's neither here nor there. But I've seen the. I'm not saying I've seen the vision. I couldn't just agree with is saying that, you know, that Sony's machine was so much more powerful than the Xbox One. I couldn't go with that because, first of all, Microsoft is not strapped for cash. There's no secret. They're not strapped for cash. And this even going by what Aaron Greenberg said. He said he wouldn't give our biggest competitor a 30% advantage. There are things not yet known about our platform, you know, that we're not able to discuss right now. I also knew that out of the big three, out of Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, that the Xbox One still has non-disclosure agreements on their hardware. Now look at this new SDK kit that just came out, right? Look at the new kit that just came out. Now every day has been something new. You've seen the developer from Dying Light praising Microsoft because now they have, I don't want to sound redundant here, but like I've always said, you can have the most powerful console in the world, right? But if you don't have the tools to extract the power, it means nothing. That's like having a Porsche, but you ain't got the keys to start the car. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, they just recently got that 7th core open to us.
And all this has come out, like, you know, from this SDK kit. And bro, I'm about to tell you something maybe you didn't know, that I never talked with. Me and Crap was talking about it yesterday behind. Shout out to Crap. Shout out to show stuff with my brother. We were talking about this behind the scene. They had got new kits in October. And no one's even talking about Tower Resources. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, they got new kits. They had new kits in February of last year. You know, new dev kits, but they didn't get the tools to access the Tower Resources until October. You know what I mean? Of this year. You know what I mean? Like they just upgraded their new kit. But when they say they got this new kit, of course now they say, hey, they got this 7th core. They have access to either 50 to 80% of this new, well, not new, the core has always been there. If you guys don't know, the Xbox One and the PS4 have 8-core CPUs, okay? both the Xbox One and the PS4 was only able to use 6 of those cores. The other 2 was allocated to the OS and Microsoft for the Kinect. Now, here's what they're going to say. It is a trade-off that if you are going to access this 7-core, 80% of the 7-core, that you're not going to be able to use functionality for the Kinect. So it is a trade-off, you know what I mean? So if the game, when they have voice commands or something, oh, get the ball, get this, that, you're not going to be, it's up to the developer how they're going to be able to access this power. Now, we're not even talking nothing about the DirectX 12 here. Like I said, whereas the Xbox One, I don't know how long you've been following my channel. Like me, I've been speaking to you on Twitter here and now and then. Like I said, thank you for joining the show. Yeah. But I've always said that the Xbox One is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. The way Microsoft developed their console, they made it more future-proof. And I'm not saying that the PS4 is a bad machine, but the way that it's built is what you see now is what you get. Even I had this show yesterday when I was talking. Shout out to Jabari. He even said it himself. I was kind of setting him up for this, but it wasn't a more or less a winner or loser, something we're going to do every week. You know what I mean? So a lot of things I could have said. I'm letting you guys now, it's not about me winning or losing the King Pony versus the Ultimate Xbox, something that we're going to do every week. But he said, hey, the PS4 is not involved yet. No. You know what? Smarter Microsoft, know what they did? They took the power supply, right? Took it out of the console, right? So they don't have to worry about that heat. So they can overclock their GPU. They can overclock their CPU. Just think about it. Just think about it. I have both consoles. You guys can see this right now. I am a consumer first. There's nothing on my PS4 that looks 50% better than what's on my Xbox One. Fact. You understand that? Rise, Son of Rome looks better than 99.9% of the games that are out here today. And they said that game right there was only done using 1 or 2 cores.
And all these multi-plats are coming out looking better on the Xbox One.
Not even so much looking better, they're running better. Extendable frame rate. You understand that? And you guys, I'm going to say it here, Darth Vader, do not be surprised that the games of multi-plats that are coming out, they're going to be 1080p, 30 frames per second on the PS4, and some of those same games are going to be 1080p, 60 frames a second on the Xbox One. I'm telling you right now. Oh, next gen, you're an Xbox, you're just saying. So I'm going on the record and saying this right now, okay? The Xbox One, I don't care how you spin it. I'm gonna tell you something, Darth Vader. Men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. The PS4, they can downplay this all they want. The PS4 CPU it can handle 16 ops per cycle. This is not something I'm making up. This is something that came down from Sony on their spec sheet. Microsoft's Xbox One can handle 48 cycles per 48 hours per cycle. And it's not nothing doing with the overclocking. It's not nothing to do with this new core. So I'm telling you guys right now, look at what's the biggest game to date right now? The new Call of Duty ran like shit on the PlayStation 4. And it was damn near locked at 60 frames on the Xbox One. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is just
runs better too.
Yes, this is just the scratch of the iceberg. Wait till you guys start to seeing Quantum Break. Yeah, you're gonna say, "Whoa, who's supposed to be the most powerful console?" And I know I'm not trying to get any trouble. I know I'm not supposed to say much. You might not even be a Fable fan, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Fable Legend is probably the best looking game to date on any platform. And that's the fact. And I'm going to put that against even some PC titles. That's the God's honest truth. Real talk, man. You know what I mean? But enough of me talking. This is your interview. Sometimes I get a little long-winded here. So, all right. So here's another question for you. All right. What are you? Actually, let's say this here. 2015. Give me 10 games that you're most looking forward to, and then after that, give me your top 5.
Quantum Break, Halo 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Ori and the Blind Forest. Oh man, there's so many to list. I can't think of them all. But right there, like just saying those 4 or 5 right there, I'd be really excited for 2015. Collection possibly rumored to come out. When I look at Xbox portfolio for 2015, all I see is good games, and that's got me excited. So,
you know, I don't know if you heard, they have another rumor that that Mass Effect 4.
I heard that today, actually. Yeah.
It may launch first on the Xbox One.
And that might tie into the whole EA Access deal they signed last year.
Yeah.
So if that happens, that's a big win for Microsoft. So.
Well, like I said, Phil Spencer said that they have a lot of games for 2015. Actually, too much, they're gonna have to move some stuff around.
Well, Skybox Labs, the guy that did Age of Empire on Windows phones, they're making an unannounced Xbox One game for this year.
Rare is also working on something that's supposed to come out this year.
That's right, I heard that.
But
I really believe the Xbox wasn't really supposed to come out until 2015 anyway.
Yeah, I can go with that.
And I think there's going to be a lot of big surprises that are coming this year that are going to blow us away, including like involving Kinect, the whole VR headset they got rumored.
You know what, bro? I don't know if you've seen the 2 years ago when those leaked documents came out for Microsoft. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys may have seen, and it wasn't like what what Sony has, like these goggles, but they were actual glasses tied into the game that you were playing. Maybe you might see the HUD or whatever right there in front of your face, you know, you're playing a game.
Yeah, it was project name like Fort Liaison or something.
Yeah, and I'm excited for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, now it's not like some big box you have with your pair of shades, but in those shades, you might see, you know, incoming missiles, like, so, you know, different ways to put you inside the game, immerse you inside the game. And like I said, I think as long as it's priced right, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like I said, one thing about Microsoft, they have the money, they have the resources, you know what I mean? And they want to win. You know what I mean? That's one thing, they want to win. You know, this is video games, that's pocket change for them. You know, it's not like for Sony, they looking for this shit to keep their likes on. This is shit, they just dropped $2 billion on motherfucking Minecraft, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know,
they got the money to spend on the assets if they want to really use it, and I think they do a good job at it.
Yeah, like I said, Phil Spencer's doing a hell of a job.
Oh, he's doing a fantastic job. I'm a big fan of what he does.
Could you imagine how huge that would be if they came out and said they got fucking Shenmue 3 or something? That would be fucking like, that would be huge.
Oh, there's another game too, Scalebound. That looks awesome. Yeah.
Scalebound, Killer Instinct Season 3, Crackdown, Phantom Dust, you know.
Hopefully a Banjo-Kazooie game comes out.
Yep. Like I said, man, there's a lot to look forward, like I said, to in 2015. And I don't want to sound like I'm taking a dig at Sony, but it costs money. And these are not my words. This is coming out of their mouth from Sony. Like, the days of them investing in all these IPs and they're not making no money, is no more. It's Yoshida said himself, they can release 10 exclusive, only 3 of them will make money. Like I said, you don't think like Sony's what they're going through right now financially doesn't take part in what's going on with them right now, you're fooled. No. That's why you see Sony's new commercials, Greatness Awaits. They're not showing you any exclusive, they're showing you all multi-plats. You know what I mean? And quote unquote, let you guys tell it. The reason why you love the PlayStation, you know what I mean? The reason why they love the PlayStation for all these great exclusives. What the hell are these great exclusives? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know, bro. It's a lot of hypocrisy when it comes down, you know, to the PlayStation and Microsoft. Now, again, I'm not saying I want Sony to go anywhere, but like I said, what a world would just, Nintendo doesn't interest me whatsoever, but what a world was just Microsoft. Like I said, competition is good for everybody, everyone, you know.
As a gamer, like I remember I was 16 at the time, my dad took me to EB Games and bought me a PlayStation 1, and I thought that was the greatest thing ever, right? And I had the PS2 and the PS3, but I don't know. I like them all. I just prefer the Xbox platform.
You know what, bro? You just took me back. I got my PS1 in 1995. I was 17 years old, and the Sega Saturn was out at the same time. I don't know what made me buy the PlayStation over the Sega Saturn. And it's crazy because I remember I ended up getting the Sega Saturn also, but some of the first games I got for the PlayStation was Ridge Racer.
I got Jet Moto 2 and Cool Borders. It was awesome.
Okay, I got Ridge Racer. I got what else did I got? I got Ridge Racer. I had got I had a Mortal Kombat. I had a wrestling. I had a Battle Arena Toshinda. I had a was it a Tekken or was it a Soul Calibur? I know I had a few games. Yeah, you know, I had a few games, and like I said, this shit was awesome. So if it came down to you, like you said, you happen to buy a PS4, or I'm playing this. Are you into Nintendo? Are you into the Wii U at all?
I like the Wii U. I don't have one, but I want to get one for Mario Kart, Mario Golf, and Zelda.
So if it came down to it, what would you rather own, a Wii U or a PS4?
I'd like to have both, but if I had to choose, Wii U.
Over the PS4?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You gonna miss all those multiplats? Jesus.
Well, I like some of the games Nintendo has, like Metroid, Zelda, Mario. They're classic games.
Okay, I mean, hey, bro, I'm not knocking you, man. I just want something new. I just want Nintendo to get with the times, man. That's all.
I do too. They're heavily rumored to have a new console, I think in 2016.
Yeah. I'm hearing it might be a handheld or some type of handheld that you can
Nintendo they underestimated Nintendo or Sony and Microsoft with these new machines.
You know what, bro? I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Nintendo put out the Wii U to compete with the PS4 and the Xbox One. They put it out to compete with the 360 and the PS3.
Yeah.
You know, what's 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gig hard drive. You know, they put out a console in 2012. They couldn't do the basic shit that the original Xbox did online in 2002. You know, where game invites is not mandatory, voice chat is not mandatory. Doesn't keep wins your wins your loss. Like I don't understand that, man. Like I understand that when you think of Nintendo should be the godfather of gaming, and they should be leading the industry. You know, and what really alarmed me, I bought a Wii U day one. Miyamoto did if you don't know Miyamoto's name, or Mario, he did an interview, I think it was with GameSpot, and this was in 2013. And he said Nintendo is just now seeing the importance of online gaming. Like, what the fuck? Like, Xbox Live came out in 2002, and you guys are just now seeing the importance of online gaming? Wow, you know, but like I said, I think Nintendo need new blood, and I can't, you know, I just feel like I don't need someone. I just feel like Nintendo tries to be everyone's parent, you know.
Yeah, they definitely need to go back to the drawing board and get back to the core gamer.
Yeah, but that's what they said they was going to do. They said, you know, that no longer will Nintendo be left behind. They're going back into the fans because they lost to Microsoft and they lost to Sony. Like I said, I don't know what the hell happened between there and then, but like I said, it is what it is, man. But
I think they got a little cocky with the when the Wii U or the Wii was so.
The Wii was huge.
In the store shelves, right? Because everybody, like grandparents and everybody, was buying Wii's, and I think they kind of tailed out that success a little bit longer.
But I think that, believe it or not, because Nintendo was having, well, I'm gonna take you back. You guys don't know. People got this misthing saying that Nintendo's always been made, and Nintendo's always been profitable. Nintendo's always, no, that wasn't the case for the GameCube era. Nintendo was actually hurting. Microsoft was trying to buy Nintendo for a while. What saved Nintendo's ass back then was Pokemon. Pokemon became syndicated. They had to tone it down a little bit for American television, but that, you know, Nintendo Pokemon made them a lot of money. And if you guys, a lot of people, like I said, don't know, the GameCube was more powerful than the PS2. And here's my thing: you don't have to be the most powerful console. Okay, I want to say that now. It's going, but look, like I said, the PS2 will show you that. But guess what? You didn't have whole plethora of games skipping your platform because your platform wasn't strong enough to run the console. I'm sorry, run the game. Hold on 1 second, bro. Yes, baby girl. What's up? What's up? Here come, bro. Here come. Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me cut the TV on for my daughter. 1 second. Yep. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Hold on. tea break, ladies and gentlemen. Run back. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, you know, and like I said the other day, that you know, Nintendo's very, very cocky, very stocky. You know, not stocky, but they're very, very arrogant. You know, and my thing when it comes to handheld, they got that thing on smash.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, I got a saying that I've grown up with Nintendo, but Nintendo has not grown up with me. It's 2015. You know, why don't they characters still talk? Like, you know, like you got these epic games like Zelda and stuff, and they can't talk. Like, come on, man. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I think if Nintendo's not, but even Iwata said that Nintendo doesn't do well at competing. Like, I don't know what the hell. You know, like I said, they really need some new blood. They got a lot of, you know, iconic franchises there, but you need more than just Mario. You need third party support. You know.
Well, Sega's gonna come and announce the Dreamcast 2 will blow us off, man.
Yeah, you know, but I'm just saying, you just think about it. You know, you get exclusives every 2-3 months. You get multi-packs every Tuesday. You know, but like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna ask you 3 more questions before I let you go. You can ask me anywhere you want to. So you're looking for, so you are gonna buy a.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. You said once what God of War comes out or whatever, or?
No, was it Uncharted 4?
Okay, Uncharted 4. So right now you're primarily also Uncharted 4 supposed to come out this year. Supposedly
it's November.
Yeah, supposed to come out in this year, 2015. I was thinking maybe 2016, but it supposed to comes out this year. Okay, go with that. So if you can change one thing about the Xbox, right? What would it be? You're one right.
Can't really think right now, man, but maybe make your Xbox record that longer than 5 minutes.
Oh, from what I'm hearing, they got the new. If you didn't know, they got the new update coming. The Home Studios it's supposed to be 15 minutes to the Upload Studios 2.0. We're supposed to get green screens and everything, you know. So if you're a YouTube content provider, that's going to be huge. Because I do a lot of my videos straight from my Xbox One. You know, hit while I'm playing, hit Xbox, record that, and go to Upload Studios, and let it upload, talk over. You can do a lot of stuff. But they supposed to, from what I'm hearing, actually I heard from a guy, a Game Informer, that, and I seen someone had it on YouTube. You know. We're supposed to get green screens and all types of shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, okay, so that is one of your things that you was
anything else? What about you? What would you change?
Me? Well, one thing, I need Microsoft to bring back my voice messaging. I don't know what the hell it went. That's been there since forever. I don't know why it's gone. I don't know what's taking so long for it to get back up. I need my voice messaging back up. I hate going down typing messages, you know what I mean? Give me the ability to, add my voice messages, and that bothers me most.
The whole new double tap thing is kind of cool, that little menu they have. But
yeah, that's it.
I kind of wish they just bring back the old guide menu, man.
Oh, also too, like they got the PlayStation got to take pictures, to snap, to take pictures of something. If you play the game, you see something real pretty, to be able to snap your pic and share it with your friends on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. We need that app too. You know what I mean? I'd like to see that get added.
I'd like to see that too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But so, like I said, if there's nothing else that you want to add to this, I'm going to let you go. Anything else you want to say or add to it?
No, that's good, man. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Okay, like I said, man, if you guys can give them an internet clap, Darth Vader, like I said, this Darth Vader 360. This is something new. I'm going to put it on my channel once or twice a week. I'm just going to snatch a couple of you guys out of the comment section. As long as you're not shy, want to talk or something you might want to get off your chest or whatever the case may be. You may even be a bigger YouTuber with a smaller channel of mine. A larger channel doesn't make a difference, man. It's my way of me saying thank you guys for rocking out with me and supporting me. So they want to appreciate it. It's your boy NXTGEN720. I'm here with Darth VADAR360. If you guys online, you want to add him and play with him, he's always online. I can attest to that. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for coming on. Take care. God bless. Bang, bang.